They teach you lessons as in like don't give up, and like when things get tough, just to keep pushing forward, like because it happens in sports, it happens in school, and that's what I think the main thing they taught us through the sports is to not give up in anything. I remember in grade 10 when I played basketball for the JV team. Me, I actually like was joking around and I said I was gonna skip a class, and then Mrs. C heard it, and Mrs. C told me that if I skipped the class that I was off the team or something crazy like that. I was like, no, he's got to be kidding. And then like, long story short, I ended up not skipping because I was actually like terrified. But yeah, that's how serious the coaches take the academics too, because it's not all about the sports, right? It's like sports are all fun and games, but like when it comes down to it, school really does matter to the coaches.
The coaches at Glenlawn, I think, have helped teach me determination on whatever I'm doing, to like put all my effort into the thing to make it the best that I can make it. To put in work outside of your sport or school work or class is like one of the big things that they've taught me, is that just because you may practice every day, you won't get better unless you practice outside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Please be there.
I'm gonna cut out the part where I'm laughing.
Well, coming into grade 9, we didn't know a lot of people, but it was just like the coaches, you see them around school, you see them in sports, and it's like nice to see a welcoming face.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Honestly, they've helped in a lot more ways than just becoming a student. They teach you respect outside of school and in school. They teach you how to properly go to your classes and succeed through them. They get you to go to school as a priority and not just because you have to. And they really push you to strive to your best and full achievements in all of your classes and school in general.
I remember during ball season, Mr. C said no, because like you had to maintain a certain average to be on the ball team.
Yeah, Joe's a waste man.
And like I remember C, at one point like he did bad on the test, so he couldn't be on the ball team. And so that would improve a guy like him to do better on his work so he can play ball.
The coaches at Glenlawn are all good people. And that sounds so simple, but there isn't that many actually good people in the world, which is sad, and I don't think it should be like that, obviously. But like the coaches at Glenlawn, even ones that you've never had as a personal coach, they talk to you like your best friends. Whether that's a volleyball coach, a basketball coach, any coach, even if they're not your coach, if that makes any sense. So like coming into school and seeing people that actually care about you and like, I don't know, I can't explain it, like they're not even coaches anymore, they're like friends.
I know for me, like I've had coaches here who I've gotten close with, and if I've ever had problems with school, and I know this year there was a lot of stress in the first semester with school, and I had a coach that I could go to and talk to.
Yeah,
Which really helped me.
yeah, it's nice to always have them there in case you just need to talk. It doesn't have to be about, anything specifically. They'll be there for you.
Well, for starters, they always put school first. I remember around the time of exams, especially during basketball season, if we didn't have our marks up, we had to stay after practice or miss practice so that we could study, finish our homework, get our marks back up. So that was huge, just so we know we can always have that.
They're probably some of the most elite coaches because maybe they didn't play to like the highest elite level, but a family member or their best friend did, or they've been there and they've seen it all and they've helped out around the elite levels, and they know what and how to say and do at the time being.
The thing with school coaches is that not only do you see them every day, but you have this weird connection that you have with your school coaches that you'll never have with any other coaches, right? It's like one of those, like, for example, I don't think I call any of my coaches by the first names, except for coaches that coached me in school.
right? Like for school sports, like I call Hanson by I never say Mr. Hanson, I never say Coach Hanson. I just call him Hanson, and he's like cool with that. And that's the same thing for Harder. That's the same thing for like Wolfie. But like if you do that at Toba or like club or something, it's kind of weird, right? You normally say, oh, coach this, coach that, but just that like you don't really notice how different it is. But it really is. It really does make a difference, right? Because you connect with these people for 4 years, and you see these people every single day at school, and it's like, it's one of those things that really bring you together.
You look at our coaches, and then you look at coaches for, let's say, Team Manitoba lacrosse or hockey or whatever else you're playing, and our coaches are more on a personal perspective than, let's say, an outside coach. They see what you go through every day. They see you every day, especially if they're a teacher in the school. Some of them you might be in their class, and they push you to go into their class and be the top of their students. They push you to be the best that you can be. Whereas coaches outside, it's all about the sport. It's either sport or nothing. You don't see your family. You don't get to do this. You got to do what they say. Whereas here, number 1 is school, number 2 is family, number 3 is the sport.
Coaches at Glenlawn, they focus a little bit more on getting to know you as a person rather than as an athlete. So they learn about you and what you are capable of and what you have in your free time, so that they learn how to make you better in your life rather than just as an athlete in general.
Coaches at school do they get to see me around the hallway. They get to know me on a personal level, know what I like. While coaches in club, they see me maybe once in 2 weeks or so. I mean, once in a week, and then that's it. Coaches in school are personal. They see your individual work, and they are looking to build up on that.
I think the coaches at Glenlawn are more of a really big family instead of just coaches that are there to coach your sport. School comes first, but the sport comes second, and they know what you do at school, so it helps you in sports to know when you're stressed or you have a big test coming up. Then they'll help you with that, and they'll help the sport.
I just want to say thanks again for the coaches for putting the time to make me the player that I am today. And thank you so much. Y'all made me great.
I don't know how many thank yous I can say, but I'd like to say as many thank yous as I can to everyone, to all the coaching staff, all the teachers at Glenlawn, all the people that really made Glenlawn Athletics what it is today. We've won a lot, we've lost a lot. We've lost a lot. We've won a lot, we've lost a lot, yeah, for sure. It was a good time. Definitely gonna miss the sports for sure.
I'd like to thank all the coaches for pushing me to where I am today. I wouldn't be me without everybody at Glenlawn, all the teachers, coaches, and especially my parents for putting me in all the sports, but mostly the coaches for putting me into the sports and giving me the roles that I had. Thank you.
I'd just like to say thank you to all the coaches. I had a great year here at Glenlawn, and I hope I can play again next year.
Yeah, thank you to all the coaches. Looking forward to sports and school with them next year as well.
Thank you, coaches.
I'd like to say thank you to all the coaches who have taught me along the way so far this year, and I can't wait for the next 3 years.
Thank all the coaches. Well, we haven't the opportunity to be with all of them, but we hope we can. It's our first year, but excited for the years to come.
Thank you.
I just want to thank all the coaches, not just the ones that coached me, because all the coaches really play that.
Yeah, Glenlawn is the best, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, coaches. A big thank you to all my coaches this year and last year. Love you guys.
Thank you to all my coaches this year. You guys have been great, and hopefully I'll see you next year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. You have no idea how much your effort and your time means to me and everybody.
Thank you for all the coaches that have helped me this year.
Thanks, coaches.
honestly, thank you isn't enough, because I'm in grade 11. I got one more year left, and it's starting to sink in. And the coaches here at Glenlawn make that last year and all the years before that the best years of your life.
I just like to say thank you to Mr. C. I don't know if I'm supposed to drop names like you told me, but I'm gonna drop your name because I'd like to thank you for letting me do this project. It's super awesome. Thank you for letting Dana do it with me because she's a huge help. And
No. He's being very, what's the word? Very
humble?
Humble.
Yeah,
Omar's super humble. He's done so much work on this.
Thank you.
Dynamic duo.